Good morning, beautiful people. This morning I felt like I needed to let people know that everything is going to be okay. I know the energy around lately has been really heavy, especially with Mercury retrograde, and there's a lot of negative things going on. And I wanted to remind you, as I remind myself, whenever things are feeling kind of heavy, the energy is kind of heavy around you, or down, or there's a lot of despair going on and a lot of pain. I try to remind myself to maintain balance. For everything that's going on that's negative, there's equally as many things going on that are positive. You can either dig deep down in yourself and pull out those hilarious memories that you may have of people, of you, of circumstances and situations that have happened. I always call it like digging into my chest. So anytime something funny happens, mentally I put it in a chest for later, for when I need it. So you just dig in that chest and pull out a funny memory and just laugh, look in the mirror and smile. It makes a difference. A couple of my favorite sites to go to is Good News Network and happynews.com. These, unlike the news that you see when you turn it on channel 572, whatever you watch, 9, these are positive stories, uplifting stories from around the world. It reminds you that there are really good people, despite all the sad stories and upsetting stories that you hear about people doing things that hurt others and creating all this chaos. There are people out there that do the opposite. There are things that happen that are the opposite. And so you just need to maintain your balance. When you start to feel that heaviness on your shoulders and your chest and all that, you're not on the plane or realm that you should be on. You don't want to line up with that type of energy, because then it's like when it rains it pours. I don't know why all of this is happening right now and why I'm feeling like this. Okay, so you need to remove yourself from that energy and that space. You need to fill yourself with those good stories. I love watching those videos that just make me cry, when there's people that have been deployed in the military service, and these family members have no idea that they're back, and all of a sudden they're there at some program, or they're standing at their front door, and like those feelings, it feels so good. So I'll fill myself up with things like that, and so I'm my advice, if you want it, is to fill yourself up with those things. You have no idea how many people are looking up to you and watching you when they feel down, so they can see how to react or how you cope, So people are watching you. They are watching you, and they're looking at you, and they mimic you. People mimic you all the time. Give them something good to mimic. Be positive. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have no moments where you go and you sit in a corner and you just kind of upset. If you have those feelings, you have those feelings. You just don't stay there. You need to acknowledge them and be like, okay, yes, this hurts. This doesn't feel good. But I'm not gonna stay here and I don't like this feeling. So now you're dismissed, basically. But it's a lot of work, and it can be really frustrating. I understand. And there's nothing like a good hug. There's nothing like a good hug to make you feel better. Hugs are magical. I mean, I love hugging. You need a hug, call me. I'm gonna hug the hell out of you and get all that negative off of you, and just fill you with as much love as I have for you. So anyway, this was just a reminder of those things. And hold your head up, look in the mirror, smile, stick your chest out, hold your shoulders back. The posture makes a big difference too. But check out those happy stories, those good stories, because there is good in the world, and we all need you. We all need you. We all need you to maintain your positive energy. You're so important. You matter. Like, you all matter. And we make up this this big ball of, you know, hope. So if you feel like your light is starting to dim, remind yourself of how amazing you are. If you can't do it, call me, I'll tell you. But I love y'all, and I really wanted to reach out and tell you those things, because I felt like it needed to be said, and it's too much to type. So y'all have a fabulous day. I love you. Bye.